So today we're going to start with how DeMonze was right. I
Okay.
guess the Celtics really didn't have to worry. The 76ers got the MVP back in the lineup and were blown out. Didn't seem so valuable to me,
Okay.
but okay.
Yeah.
Should Philly be encouraged by Embiid's return or terrified because they lost by like 1,000
All right.
points?
Neither is the answer. So here's the deal.
That wasn't an option.
Okay. Well, but it's the correct answer. So it is now 15 consecutive series where if the home team lost game one, they then win game two. So 15 NBA playoff series in a row where the road team has had the chance to go up 2-0, they have not done it. We've seen it already just off the top of my head in these playoffs. Miami went up 1-0 in Milwaukee. They then lost game two in Milwaukee. Miami went up 1-0 in New York. They then lost game two in New York. The Lakers went up 1-0 against Memphis. They then lost game two in Memphis.
So the Lakers are going to lose tonight, right?
We'll get to that, but it's like history says yes. The Clippers went up 1-0 in Phoenix. They then lost game two. The Sixers went up 1-0 in Boston. They then lost game two. The home team almost never goes down 0-2 at home. And the reason for that is obvious, but kind of multi-layered. The first one is the home team had the better regular season, typically is the better team, so they're not often going to lose those first two games. But more important than that is, even in the playoffs, there's different senses of urgency. The road team goes into the opening two games of the series saying, let's steal one. So they relax a bit if they win game one. And the home team knows we've got to, at the very least, salvage a split here. So their intensity is all ratcheted up. So it was not a surprising result. Here is the disappointing part and the concerning part for Philly.
Definitely not going to be a short show.
It is going to be a short show. Maybe not with all your interruptions, but let me give the audience, the analysis of the game. The concerning part is Harden goes from the best game of his playoff career to one of the worst. He was 2 for 14. He was 0 for 6. He was a total non-factor. Another concerning part for Philly. They got annihilated with Jason Tatum having as bad of a game as he'll ever have in the playoffs. He made one shot. He scored 7 points. He was a total non-factor. Another at least slightly concerning part for Philly is Joe Mazzulla and Boston said they wanted to shoot more threes. They wanted to fix that math problem they were having. They got 50 threes up and made 20 of them, including 10 from Grant Williams and Malcolm Brogdon off the bench. So none of that's good. That then is going to lead to the question of, should the Sixers just have sat Joel Embiid? If they weren't going to win this game anyway, most likely, should they have just given him the extra 2 days of rest? I say no to that. And this is where I actually think you can take some solace if you're a Sixer fan. Embiid was going to be rusty, was going to be somewhat ineffective, I believe, in his first game back, no matter what. So getting that out of the way, I think, is a legitimate benefit. He didn't have to go huge minutes. He went 27 minutes. He was not very good offensively, but he had 5 blocks in the first half, and he seemed to be moving fine. So I know the knee is going to hamper him, but I didn't watch him and say, oh, he's a shell of himself. So all of that, to me, leads you down the road of believing this is going to be a long series. I said beforehand I liked Philly in 7 going on the road in a game 7 and winning. I know that's rare, but we did just see the Warriors do it. Them getting a split of the first two where they didn't have Embiid for game 1 and seeing that level of play from Harden in game 1 had to make you feel good. This was a game that would have been shocking if Philly had won. So yes, DeMonte was right-ish, but I do not think that this is massively concerning for Philadelphia. And here's the last thing I'll say about the Celtics here. When they are firing on all cylinders, offensively and defensively, they do look like the best team in basketball. They look like the best defense in the Eastern Conference, an offense that has 5 guys that can go get their own bucket. All of those things are positive. It is odd to me that even in the postseason, they are not consistently able to bring that level of effort night to night.
Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.